Hey guys, today I'll show you a horror thriller film named Longlegs 2024. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with a girl sitting by the window sketching. When she glanced up, she noticed a strange car parked not far from the door. Driven by curiosity, she approached the car. The driver's side window was open, but there was no one inside. Looking around, she found the area deserted. Suddenly, the eerie call of a cuckoo rang out, followed by the appearance of a pale-faced man. Rest assured, the girl named Harker not only escaped unscathed, but grew up to become an FBI agent. Unlike most people, Harker possessed an extraordinary sixth sense. On a recent mission, this unique ability proved invaluable. Faced with a neighborhood of identical houses, Harker's instincts led her to the suspect's home. Sensing danger, Harker wanted to call for backup, but her partner dismissed her intuition and knocked on the door alone. Tragically, the suspect greeted him with a gunshot to the head. Harker composed herself and carefully entered the house. The ground floor was eerily empty, except for plastic sheeting scattered everywhere. On the second floor, the suspect sat on a bed with his back to the door, raising his hands in surrender without resistance. The suspect's arrest earned Harker recognition from her superiors. But with great power comes great responsibility, and Harker's trials were only beginning. Over the past 30 years, a small town had seen 10 gruesome family massacres. In each case, a father killed his wife and children before taking his own life. At every crime scene, an odd letter filled with encoded symbols was found, signed with the alias Longlegs. The victims' families shared one striking detail. Each had a daughter born on the 14th of a month. However, these clues alone weren't enough to identify the killer, and the case went cold. Harker re-examined the evidence and noticed something unusual. There were no signs of forced entry, and the murder weapons belonged to the victims. His instincts suggested that Longlegs never physically visited the scenes, but might have manipulated the killers remotely. Harker's new partner, Carter, was skeptical of this theory. After Carter had a few drinks, Harker offered to drive him home. There, Harker met Carter's wife and daughter, Ruby. Ruby took a liking to Harker and warmly invited her to her upcoming birthday party. After the brief visit, Harker returned to her small home. While on the phone with her mother, she sensed something approaching outside. Moments later, urgent knocks echoed on the door. Harker cautiously asked who it was, but there was no reply. Turning on the porch light, she saw a shadow in the nearby woods. Armed, she followed it, but the figure had already entered her house. Harker returned to find no one, but a letter lay on her table. It warned her not to open it before January 14th. Disregarding the warning, Harker opened it to find a birthday card. On its back were encrypted symbols, signed by Longlegs. Using a Bible, Harker decrypted the message. It was a threat. Longlegs knew Harker was investigating him and warned her to stop meddling. The next morning, Carter called Harker to a new crime scene. The 11th massacre had occurred. A father was found dead in the garage, holding a knife with slashed wrists and throat, while the mother and daughter, aged 8 or 9, were in their bedroom, their bodies heavily decomposed. The girl's birthday was also on the 14th. Reviewing the timeline of the murders, Harker discovered a chilling pattern. The dates formed an inverted triangle, a symbol of Satan. The first murder occurred on July 14, 1966, and the other crimes all took place within 6 days of a girl's birthday. Each letter referenced a local family farm, the site of a notorious massacre where a man killed his wife and a visiting priest before taking his life. Their daughter, Carrie, was spared as she was away at school. Determined to uncover the truth, Harker and Carter visited the abandoned farm. They found strange cross marks on the doors and walls, and upstairs a paper with a triangular smiley face and a wooden box containing an eerie doll. Forensic analysis revealed the doll's limbs and head were ceramic, its body stuffed with cotton, and its hair made from real human hair. Inside its hollow head was a small steel ball that emitted a hum when approached. Harker and Carter decided to visit Carrie, now institutionalized, hoping she could unravel the mystery further. Meanwhile, Longlegs was already on his way to the psychiatric hospital. Harker learned from the hospital director that Carrie suffered from severe phobias. For the past 8 years, she had spent her days sitting paralyzed in a chair near the door. However, her condition took a surprising turn yesterday after an unexpected visitor arrived. Harker was shocked to see her own name on the visitor's log. Inside Carrie's room, she recounted her story. When she was born, her mother almost died of severe bleeding. This left her mother harboring deep resentment toward Carrie, viewing her birth as a mistake. Unlike her mother, Carrie believed her father was a good person, and thus, whatever she later did in his name was justified. Speaking about yesterday's visitor, Carrie said she had been waiting for that person for a long time. Whatever the visitor asked her to do, she would obey without hesitation, even if it meant killing Harker right then and there. Carter was baffled. If the visitor was Longlegs, how did Carrie know Harker's name? Digging into records, Carter discovered that Harker's birthday was also on the 14th, January 13th, 1974. On the eve of Harker's 9th birthday, her mother had reported a tall, pale man breaking into their home. However, Harker's memories from that drunken night were a blurry haze. Determined to uncover the truth, Harker visited her childhood home. While cooking in the kitchen, insects crawling from the storage room triggered a flashback. That night, dogs had barked outside the house. Harker's mother, unable to make a phone call, grabbed a hunting rifle. Back in the present, Harker decided to investigate the storage room, but before she could open the door, her mother called her over. When asked about her 9th birthday, the mother claimed not to remember anything unusual while also emphasizing that no strangers had been around. However, her evasive demeanor suggested she was hiding something. Searching her bedroom, Harker found a stack of old photos. Terrifying memories resurfaced, leaving her paralyzed with fear and chills running down her spine and butt. Yet, as her recollection sharpened, the truth emerged. Her mother had interrupted an interaction between Harker and Longlegs, demanding to know why the man was talking to her daughter. Longlegs responded with an eerie, abstract song. Now armed with a photo of Longlegs, the FBI swiftly tracked him down at a rural bus station. They confirmed that the letters left at the crime scenes were indeed written by him. Longlegs claimed he had met Harker through a friend of a friend of a friend. He cryptically added that this friend would soon meet Harker. He said he was asked to sing her a birthday song before breaking into an unsettling melody. Longlegs' belongings revealed writings worshiping Satan, confirming his identity as a Satanist. However, there was no solid evidence tying him directly to the murders. Longlegs' mention of a friend triggered another memory for Harker. Longlegs had once said his friend lived underground and was omnipresent. When questioned about this friend in the interrogation room, Longlegs became agitated. He declared his mission complete and hinted that Harker should ask her mother for answers. Longlegs then violently smashed his head against the table, attempting to kill himself. Soon after, Harker received more grim news. Carrie had jumped to her death from the hospital roof. Carter theorized that Longlegs had ordered her to do so during their meeting. He also believed Longlegs acted alone, using manipulation rather than black magic to control his victims. The disagreement led to a fallout between Harker and Carter. A colleague drove Harker to her mother's house. This time, she was determined to uncover her mother's secrets. The house was empty, but the once-locked storage room was now open. Meanwhile, outside, a shadowy figure crept toward the colleague, who waited in the car, oblivious to the danger. Believing her mother was in the storage room, Harker opened the door. Just then, gunshots echoed from outside. Through the window, Harker saw her mother shoot the colleague. When she confronted her mother, she aimed her gun at a ceramic Barbie doll, a perfect replica of 9-year-old Harker. Her mother admitted she knew about Longlegs' capture and declared her truly free now. She then shot the Barbie doll in the head, releasing tendrils of black smoke. Moments later, Harker felt dizzy and fainted. As the truth came to light, Harker learned that Longlegs was a doll maker. After becoming a Satanist, he gained the power to create dolls capable of controlling minds. Harker had been chosen as a sacrificial offering, but was spared after her mother begged the demon. In exchange, she agreed to help Longlegs lure future victims by delivering the cursed dolls under the guise of a church nurse. When Harker woke up from her wet dream, she entered the storage room, which turned out to be Longlegs' workshop. A phone call interrupted her. On the line, a sinister voice reminded her of Ruby's birthday party, warning she was running late. Fearing the worst, Harker rushed to Carter's house. Carter greeted her warmly, revealing Ruby had just received a surprise gift. Harker's heart sank when she saw her mother sitting inside. She informed Carter that her mother was Longlegs' accomplice, but Carter, now under the demon's control, angrily dismissed Harker's claims. Carter and his wife retreated to the kitchen, leaving Ruby fixated on the doll. Harker's mother told her that Carter's family was doomed, and their deaths were the only way to save their souls. She insisted that if they didn't die, she and Harker would burn in hell. Harker realized her mother had completely lost herself to the demon. Soon, chicken screams echoed from the kitchen. Carter emerged, covered in blood and holding a knife. Harker shot him repeatedly, but the bullets seemed ineffective. When Carter couldn't harm Ruby, Harker's mother took out a hidden weapon, preparing to kill the girl herself. In a desperate act, Harker killed her mother, saving Ruby. She then turned to destroy the cursed doll, but the bullets wouldn't fire. The movie ends with a chilling smirk spread across Longlegs' face, leaving the story hauntingly unresolved. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.